Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, and in today's video the topic is, if it ain't written down, it didn't happen. So what do I mean? Well, I talked to a client who had a case. They were trying to handle it themselves for a little while, and then they called me, and I explained to them the importance of following up with the doctor after the emergency room. Like, after any kind of accident, you go to urgent care, you go to the emergency room. Some people, myself included, are tempted to just tough it out for a couple months, but that's actually the worst thing you can do. If you've watched some of my other videos, it's actually better for you health-wise to get follow-up care right away, because you get better faster and you find out what's really going on. And then the other thing is, insurance companies expect, they don't want a treatment gap. They don't want 2 months to go by, because that opens the door for their lawyer to argue that something else happened between the emergency room and you following up for medical care. Like, you got hurt at home or whatever, you fell down the stairs, and you're trying to include those injuries with what happened in your accident, whether it be, car accident, work injury, whatever it is, fall on property. And that's especially true when you have, let's say you go to the emergency room, you're complaining mainly of your neck, and then you follow up 2 months later and it's your neck, your back, and your shoulder. Boy, they're going to tear you apart on that. So getting follow-up care is really, really important. But in this case I was talking to this person about, it was a similar situation. They had not complained of their shoulder, and the doctor was mainly treating their neck for a long time, and then for the first time the doctor documented shoulder after them being in neck care for a long time. And the problem is, the way that the insurance company evaluates these cases is, if it's not in your medical records, they think it didn't happen. So this actually pops up in a lot of cases where people are like, my neck and shoulder hurt from the very beginning. I told the emergency room doctor, I told the ambulance, I told my family doctor, I told the specialist, I told the therapist. It's not my fault if they're not writing it down in the medical records. But my point is, every time you go to the doctor, you need to complain of every part of your body that's hurting, right? Even if the doctor is only a neck doctor and not a shoulder doctor, or even if you only have a prescription for neck therapy, when you go to every doctor, whether it be a specialist, the family doctor, the therapist, if your neck and shoulder are hurting, or your neck, shoulder, and knee are hurting, you have to go in every time and say, my neck, my shoulder, my knee, my neck, my shoulder, my knee, my neck, my shoulder, my knee. And you're going to say, Scott, that's crazy. It's infantile. I'm repeating myself. It's ridiculous. The doctor's going to get mad. They're going to get frustrated. No, do it. Why? Because if you watch some of my other videos about the importance of clean, consistent, complete medical records, you'll know that that's the key to the kingdom of unlocking, a fair compensation and a faster settlement, a bigger settlement, or if we have to litigate, the fewer problems. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Every set of medical records I've ever looked at has problems. It has inconsistencies, right? Because a medical record is not an affidavit that they go over line by line and spend an hour documenting the chart after every visit. It's just, medicine would never work that way. It could never work. What happens is, they see the patient, they're concerned about the patient, and they write down what they think is relevant at the time. That's what I argue to juries when there's when there's a discrepancy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, case by case. I've got other arguments I use too. But my point is, what you can do to help yourself is make sure that you're giving yourself the best chance that they're writing everything down, right? Because as far as the insurance company, believes, if it ain't written down, it didn't happen. Now, we know that's BS. I for sure know that's BS. I see medical charts all the time that are incomplete. But there's a reason for that. It's not an affidavit. It's the doctor's or nurse's or PA's best attempt to document the most important relevant things about the treatment that they're rendering to you that day, so that there's a record of it. It's not an affidavit. They don't pore over it to ensure that it's absolutely complete. So anyway, that's how you can help yourself in these cases to make sure that the medical chart is complete, and to ensure your best shot that the medical provider is going to include all of your complaints. Okay? So anyway, hope that information helps you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching and being subscribers. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you or anyone you know has been injured in an accident and they need help, please consider giving me a call. You can call me for free any day of the year, any time of day. Night, morning, afternoon, middle of the night, 2 a.m. You can call me at 312-500-4500. That's 312-500-4500. Free consultation. You're going to talk to somebody trained by me with questions to ask you, just a few, and they're going to forward me your info. And I'm going to call you when I'm awake. I'm not going to get up in the middle of the night and call you. I try to make my phone calls during the waking hours so as not to wake people up. That would be crazy, though, if I called people up back in the middle of the night, I think. I'd have a lot of angry people picking up the phone. Anyway, free consultation. So if you have a question or a case, or you want to send me somebody you know, 312-500-4500. What else? If you're not ready to talk to a lawyer, or you otherwise want custom information about your situation without talking to a lawyer and for free, don't worry, I got you covered. I got 2 awesome tools on my website that people love. People are giving me a ton of positive feedback on these things. They love these 2 tools. Links in the description, completely free to use, no lawyer to talk to. You literally answer questions. You answer like 7 multiple choice questions. In like 10 seconds, you get custom information about your situation, about your injury situation, for free, no lawyer to talk to. Links in the description. One of the tools tells you what your case might be worth. The other tool tells you whether you might have a strong case or whether you might have a case with some challenges. Completely free to use. Use them as many times as you want. Share them with friends. Links in the description. Finally, check out my YouTube channel and please consider subscribing. I release a couple of videos, new videos a week, but my channel has over 300 injury videos. Pardon me, over 300 injury videos that explain how injury cases work, so check that out. What else? Oh, if you enjoy the information I provide, and if I've helped you in any way and you don't mind doing me a favor, I'd really appreciate it. I need as many 5-star reviews on Google as I can get, because I'm competing literally with out-of-state multimillionaires who've come to Chicagoland to try and snatch up as many cases with giant billboards and tons of TV ads. I like to keep my firm small, and I like to have this sort of relationship with my clients, like a normal human being relationship, versus the TV and billboard guys who never talk to a client. They have their call center operators answer the phone, and based on the people who call me dissatisfied with a lot of these other lawyers, they never actually get to talk to a lawyer. So anyway, if you wouldn't mind leaving me a 5-star review on Google, I make it super easy. There's a link in the description. All you have to do is go to that website on that web address on your phone, tablet, or computer. It takes you right to the page. Click 5 stars, say a kind word, hit submit. 5 seconds of work for you, but an invaluable favor to me that I will never forget and I'll always appreciate. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, that's okay. We're still friends. You can still subscribe and watch my videos and use the tools on my website and all that good stuff. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you and your family are well. If there's anything I can do for you, or if anyone you know needs an injury lawyer, give me a call, 312-500-4500. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.